Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we are doing some more Object Spooner stuff. But today I want to go in a little bit of a different tangent of wide body cars, because what we've basically been doing is checking out the Sultan RS and the Banshee 900R and pretty much considering those the only two wide arch cars in the game. But that's not true. There are many... Whoop! I didn't expect that guy to stop so quick. Seems he was going so fast in the first place. Well, there are some other wide arch cars, or some cars that can definitely offer some interesting body style changes to some other cars. And so that's why I've spawned in this little RE7B. And I want to see what car I can get, or cars, we'll maybe try one or two, that we can get that actually fit onto this chassis. Seems it's quite low. I feel like this won't sort of stick out and be too intrusive with a bunch of other cars, but we will get some crazy wide arch, perhaps like with the added spoiler and stuff. Maybe we can have some interesting combos with this thing. So, before we jump in, there's going to be some comments on the screen. These are comments featured from the previous video. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links for that in the description below as always. And also, we have some new merchandise, or some, well, just completely new merchandise, new to everything. This is the first time I'm ever selling merchandise on this channel, or actually ever. I only sold merchandise for a very limited period on my previous channel. It's just something that I've always sort of been very peculiar about and picky about, but now I'm happy at the state of the stuff that I'm selling. And so that is why I have links for that in the description below from Teespring, or you can also look underneath this video. From certain countries in the world, you can actually see right below this video a bunch of products for sale on my store. So let's just get somewhere. Do you know what? We've done a lot of these Object Spooner things out in the desert. I feel like we should drive back into the city right now. We need a different feel for this video, so let's go into the city. Okay, so here we are in the city. Let's just go find somewhere to park. And let's just, I want to try actually. I want to find that Russian car, the Cheburek. I'm very curious to see if we can get a wide body thing using the RE7B. It might look like an absolute travesty. In fact, can I just point out, this could be a video full of failure. We might not be able to actually use this car and get a decent build from it. But we've got to test these things. We've got to be experimental. We can't just go for the safe options if you want to find something potentially cool. We have to go crazy sometimes. So, let's just go in and let's spawn in the Cheburek. Okay, so actually instantly, I think this is going to be a failure because the RE7B is massive. I had not anticipated just how big it was in comparison to the Cheburek, which is astoundingly small. So, well, let's see. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. So, let's just first of all, seems we're going to be using the RE7B as the base. Let's go to the Cheburek, and first of all, let's get rid of the wheels. So let's go to Customs, Wheels, Remove Tyres, Make all wheels invisible. That's going to help us out a lot there. And let's just go to Attachment Options, Attach to RE7B. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not going to work out, is it? This is tiny. I had not anticipated just how small this thing was. This is ridiculously small. I mean, even if I just try and like pitch this down, if I need to get some better sensitivity on this one, go and pitch that down. Even if I get this to match the angle somewhat, this is not going to work, is it? This is just, I mean, it really basically would just be an RE7B with the top half of the Cheburek. And then like this weird bit here, which just gets rid of all of the aerodynamics of it. Especially if I actually get this to match on this angle. The whole, I think the rear end of the Cheburek is actually sticking out by now, but I just want to see. Let's just get that down to something like there. Yeah, okay. This hasn't worked out. No, this is not going to work. So actually, this is completely unplanned. This is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to jump in and find something crazy. So let's just go for the sports category and see what we can find in here. I mean, something like the 9F Cabrio or the 9F. I don't know. Something like, because I mean these cars we don't really think about. The Alpha, let's try the Alpha. Maybe we'll get a nice combo out of these two. So let's just go ahead and let's just do the same thing that we always do. Alpha seems that's going to be the one that's going to be attached. Let's just go for wheels, get rid of those, and then attach to our RE7B. Oh my Christ. Okay, well, this is definitely weird. I can tell you that much. Right, okay. Let's try this out. So let's just go up a little bit. Okay. This is almost like a concept version of the Alpha. This is very weird because we've got these lights sticking through on the RE7B, which I don't think we can hide unless we really have it like this far forward. I mean, having a long nose is not going to be a big deal. This roof might be, but I don't know. And then on the rear, oh my, this is so weird that I think if I combine the colors of these two and blend it in a bit more, I mean, we've definitely got this. I think we might have to go for a non-deep dish wheel and poke it out with V-stancer so we can hide these arches a bit. But apart from that, this has potential for some weird sort of creation. I mean, the alternative is I just move this back. But then, yeah, that doesn't make the rear look so good. But I know that we do have some tuning parts, potentially on both of these cars. So actually, let's just go and see what we have in the Alpha. So we have on the spoilers, this is where it's going to get deep. Now, we've already got the big spoiler from the RE7B, so we don't really need that. But we did actually have the GT wing option on the original. Then on the front bumper, we have one with just a custom splitter, which actually I think... no, because we don't have the splitter on the RE7B. That's not going to match, so we won't have that. Custom skirts aren't really going to be visible. Seems like not much of the Alpha is visible, let's be honest. We don't even really need to worry about spoilers or exhausts or anything, really. The hood, though, is something we can definitely... Oh, actually, yeah, should we go for that with the vents? We'll go for that with the vents. Make it look a little bit wild. Then on the windows, we can get those tinted to try and hide some parts of the car. Yeah, that sort of hides it. I mean, it's very bright white. I think we're going to have to change away from white on this one. So actually, let's just do that now. Let's go to paints. Let's go to primary. Let's go to classic. Let's go for... I mean, we've done red as a simple one. What would be a good colour for a... Ooh, orange. Bright orange? I mean, I did say I was going to go for a darker colour to try and hide like the white was. But I do like the look of those bright colours. But maybe we can go for some sort of understated look. Or just like a nice deep blue. Huh, let's try the deep blue look. This could work. Or even we'll go for a metallic blue, actually. Seems in this is a pretty premium looking car. Let's just get it looking a little bit shinier. And pearlescent we'll keep to default. Then let's go to the RE7B. Let's go to menus customs. So on the option with this, we have the spoiler of that or the carbon tail. It's really hard to say because I really like the spoiler on this stock thing, but it does blend in. But is that good that it blends in at the back? I mean, okay, let's just go for the paint first. Let's just get that paint in, then we'll start playing around. Let's go to primary, metallic. Let's go down to nice solid blue. And there we go. Ooh. This is very weird. This is very weird. Okay, secondary color, metallic. Let's go for blue again. Okay, that hasn't got rid of this white bit here. I'm a bit concerned about that white bit. Not entirely sure why that's staying white. But we'll set the pearlescent to default to try and get those matching a bit better. And let's have a look through here. So on the spoiler, we have the carbon tail, or the exhaust, we have that, or the titanium covers. I don't understand why that bit is white. We might actually just have to get rid of the blue because we have this white here. It doesn't really make sense. Actually, in the options of extras, we do have the option to get rid of the spoiler completely. And it definitely ruins the look. I mean, it's still very interesting, but that spoiler really adds to the whole aesthetic of the car. Yeah, I think we might have to go for something that matches this white, sadly, because it's bugging me that we have this white on the back. So I guess maybe we are just going for white on this one. I think that's the best we can manage, to just get that to match, because that's... Yeah, that's a huge shame. Let's just go for the frost white. And then we go frost white on the Alpha. Yeah, it doesn't have the same look, but it's just annoying that we can't change that colour right there. Oh well. So let's just, before we go any further, I just want to see if we can change the Alpha positioning just slightly, because we do have this bit of arch going through. I don't think we will be able to, but let's just try and get this perfect fitment. We could even actually just go for this and change the pitch slightly and get that matching, but the RE7B is quite flat on its own, and having that up too much, I want to get that lined up with the spoiler. So that'll have to be there. That's the best we can do for that angle. And then let's go for that. Scroll sensitivity. And yeah, I don't think there is anything we can do to better that. We can have that there, but we just get a bit of that light coming through, which I don't really like the look of, to be honest. So I think we do want to have that forward to, I guess, about there. I think that'll work. We've still got the spoiler coming out of there, still working. Right, so it's just a case of changing the wheels now. So let's go to RE7B. Let's just go to, first of all, we'll just want to get rid of, actually, whilst I remember, the collision on the Alpha, just so we don't break anything. Okay, RE7B, customs, wheels, sport, because it's the usual. I want to find something that isn't deep dish. And to be honest, there aren't actually that many options. So I think we might have to go for something like this, because that's the only way we can get it where we don't see everything coming in before. And actually, having that in white, it's quite interesting having that all match. We're going to go for that. Okay, it's very weird, I know. And I think that's everything done for the parts. I don't think there's anything else we can really do. Maybe there's a door we can get rid of. I don't know, let's have a look here. So let's just see if we get rid of the doors. No, that's not going to look right in the RE7B at least. Actually, I don't think any of them's going to look right. I think this might be a travesty. Especially because now that I've got rid of those doors, you can get this massive hole in the roof. That doesn't work at all. So let's just get those back on. So I have removed the hood, but it's not really changed anything because that's completely swallowed up. And we also have the trunk, which doesn't really, I don't even think it does have one, to be honest. And then for the Alpha, I think getting rid of these doors, yeah, that's going to look odd as well. That doesn't really work. And the hood we definitely need, and the trunk we definitely need. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, actually, it's weird that it sort of doesn't look that out of place. It does really change the rear look. Now that we've got those lights and we still have the bodywork coming through. That's quite interesting, actually. I'm not going to go for it, but I can see how it doesn't look completely out of place. But I think if we wanted to get that to work perfectly, the Alpha would have to move quite far down, and I don't think it's going to fit in otherwise. Let's just fix these doors because it does look terrible like that. Okay, we'll also put that trunk back. Right, so let's just jump out of spooner mode. Are we still sitting in the car? Oh, we are actually still sitting in the car. Okay, so let's jump back out of all of this. Let's go to V-Stancer. Actually, can we do V-Stancer whilst I'm in spooner mode? No, okay, I can't. So the tyre size and wheel size seems pretty much perfect. I could get a little bit more width if I wanted, but I really just want to go to the track widths and have those sticking out front and rear, especially. Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks not as great. Seems we can't get like the deep dish wheels going on. Mind you, now that I've poked them out, let's see if we can't make that just look better. Let's just get this all lowered down. I get a better rear camber. Yeah, this doesn't look great. I've got to say, with these wheels, doesn't look great because they just look way too flat. Now that I've moved them, let's just go to customs, wheels, sport, chrome, and oh, actually those ones look better at least. But yeah, okay, the deep dish ones on the front at least do still, yeah, they just don't look good. I mean, let's just give it a try. Track width. Actually, you know what? That'll work. That'll work. It's a shame that I can't really change from the white unless I just want to just cope with the white that's at the back here. But let me know what you guys think. This is definitely a weird one. I said I was going to do 2 builds, but do you know what? This is ending up being like one full build video, to be honest. So actually, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to try and think of other cars that you think might work with the RE7B, and maybe we'll revisit this in the future. But I don't think, considering I pretty much just picked one of the first cars I saw and bunged this on, it really doesn't look that bad at all, does it? It could definitely look a hell of a lot worse. Well, there we go, guys. That is it for this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know by rating, commenting, and subscribing. As I've said, if you can think of any other ideas, let me know in the comment section below, and maybe I'll pick yours to do in a future video. And of course, guys, don't forget that we do have some merchandise for sale. Links for that in the description below, or just look underneath the video. Okay then, guys, that's it. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.